ready with more questions.
Yeah, like just, after spending a couple of years learning from Coach Ryola, just the belief that he's shown in you as one of those top linemen this year, what's it mean to learn from him and have him behind you?
Yeah, Coach Ryola done an amazing job in my life, not just as a coach, but also as a mentor. Left Utah when I didn't really know what was going on in my life, and he picked me up out of the portal, and I couldn't be more grateful for him. He's done an amazing job teaching me how to play O-line the right way, with the right technique and the right standards, and making sure that every day that we're working to the standard we want to work to. We want to be one of the best O-line groups in the country, and continuing to work towards that every day with his mission, his goal behind it has been fantastic.
Did it take a while to pick up that technique then? Because I know he coaches it differently than a lot of people.
Yeah, it's contrary to what most people believe in the country, but what most people believe is a little bit lazy. Working on blocking the correct way with the right technique, making sure that we're being athletes out there on the field as well and driving. It takes a lot of work to get used to it. A lot of the young guys that come in, we work with them, and we really see the benefits come out early. It's not for everybody, but it's the right technique.
I'm sure you've always believed in yourself, but coming off that injury last year, when did it sort of elevate your confidence this offseason? Was there a point when you started to pick up that thought, like, I could be one of the top 5 guys here?
Yeah, working out of an injury was something that had done in the past, but only temporary. I had hurt my knee a couple times temporarily, but this was the first time that the first time I ever had surgery. So being pulled out of the sport that I love wasn't easy at all. And getting back to it, making sure that every day I was competing, not just with everyone else in the alignment, but also with myself, and making sure that I was holding myself to a higher standard every day than the day before. I had a big goal of getting back before mat drills. Getting surgery in November, it was a quick turnaround, but getting back as fast as possible and trying to compete every day has been helpful. My continuation with my faith in the Lord has also been extremely helpful in that journey. Making sure that I'm reading my Bible every day and getting closer with Him has been fantastic.
Where do you think you made the biggest area of growth in the offseason?
Working on my own mental game has been really the biggest part of it. It's a hard thing in football to go out there. Obviously, you know the plays, you know the assignments, but making sure that you're going and being consistent every day, you're doing the right technique, you're doing it with the right guys, talking and all that, making sure that my mental game was there. Physically, the weight room, Coach Campbell and his staff has done an amazing job, and everyone's numbers keep going up and up and up every year, and making sure that we are attacking the weight room just as much as we're attacking the field. And Coach Dr. Stout, we brought him in last year, and making sure that we're working with him on our mental side of the thing has been extremely helpful as well.
I know it was a big deal to you, like, even though you weren't playing the bowl game, to, like, coach up other guys, and when recruits come in, they talk about how you're a good ambassador and stuff. Where's that come from in your background? Did you always sort of have that, I guess, leadership quality or want to connect with people growing up?
Yeah, I was an only child growing up. My parents, both very hardworking people, different schedules. So growing up, I really wanted to put myself out to people and help people as much as I could, because a lot of people helped me growing up. So once I got to that next stage, that college stage of life, making sure that every step I took was to help somebody else. Houston Torres comes in, first time I've ever seen an O-lineman come in December. We're working with him in this at the bowl game in Fordham, and every play, he'd come off the field, I'd be talking in his ear, hey, this is what we want to do in this play, this is how we want to do the assignment, this is what we call it, all this kind of stuff, just overloading him with information. And it's really paid off. He's done an amazing job, really just as a first year. But again, going back to my faith, a strong continuation with that, making sure that you're holding others to a high standard and guiding themselves closer to that end means.
There's some competition at the tackle spot in the line room right now. Just what do you guys try to maybe get out of a scrimmage tomorrow, and just how is that competition, I guess, maybe helping push you guys to a higher level as well?
Of course. Overall, we have an elite unit. We have amazing people we've brought in, 2 amazing additions. Rocco and Elijah themselves have been amazing to the program. Making sure that each and every day we're going out and competing with each other. Myself, Teddy, Gunner, Pritch, all of the 4 of us are really just competing every day, getting better, pushing each other. Marquise has talked about before, iron sharpens iron. and making sure that every day we're going out there, you know, working on my technique. Hey, Teddy, let's make sure we get 2 back here. Hey, Tyler, let's make sure we get our backside hand here. You know, just working with each other, both trying to get better, because at the end of the day, we both have the same goal, same mission, play in January.
What's the process been like working in conjunction with Dylan on figuring out protections?
Dylan's taking a massive leap. I'll say that first. He's taking a massive leap in how he sees the field from last year to this year. He's helping us make protection calls. He can see stuff that we don't sometimes with how the safeties rotate. He's done an amazing job working with us, learning our calls, learning why we're in 2 points versus 3 points, learning why our splits are different, all this kind of stuff. And seeing him grow in that aspect and also our communication with him. Obviously, Justin's been here a while. They've had that connection. Him and Dylan are really close this year. Rocky and Henry, both high IQ football players, and working with Dylan. And then you get out to the tackles and all of us making sure that we're getting the right calls, pointing out the right things, and working as, we call it 5 for 5, working as one set of eyes. And we get to add Dylan to that now because he's back there, he's helping us out with all the protection, so it's been fantastic.
Do you think moving with some of the offensive linemen and as an uncle as an offensive lineman helps with that?
I would assume that has made a large impact in his life in terms of how he can see the protections. Obviously, Donnie is his uncle, and Dom comes around all the time, making sure that he gets better with that, working with that. We'll talk with him about, you know, kind of where to step up in the pocket, how to see your protection. If one of the tackles drops their hips, stepping up and, you know, making that shot downfield, especially when we get in those 2-minute scenarios, you know, not wanting to take that sack.
Even though you're competing, is there a bond with someone like Teddy he's been through obstacles with injuries and stuff, and obviously Turner's had injuries. There's some guys who have been through some stuff in that room. Do you kind of relate in that way?
Yeah. As you get older and older in the O-line room, you get more experience, obviously. And that experience doesn't just come on the field. It comes with the guys that you're playing with. Bringing in Rocco and Elijah, they're fresh faces, but they're experienced players. But the guys that have been here before I've been here, you know, you have Gunnar Gatula, Henry Lutovsky, Teddy Prohaska, Turner Corcoran, all these older guys that have been able to work together for a long time, and Justin Evans, and see that unit connect. Teddy and Turner both helped me a lot when I broke my ankle. I thought it was a very deep part of my life, and they made it kind of a bright point. Helped me get past that motion of, you know, this is bad, this sucks, but getting to that next level of, okay, let's go attack it every day, let's go get this rehab, and coming back early. They were great helping that. Thank you all.